Welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is to decode a really fascinating document. It's Team AI Lab's official observation log from August 19th, 2026.
Right, so we are looking at a pure algorithmic survival test here to see how, different trading logics handle extreme stress.
Exactly. So, okay, let's unpack this. We essentially have two completely opposite philosophies battling it out in a severely hostile market right now.
Yeah.
On one side, we have Team Mountain Climbers, and mathematically, they're looking for a secure foothold, like they seek equilibrium. When things get chaotic, they bet on mean reversion, assuming things will just sort of return to normal.
Right, and what's fascinating here is that they're being tested against Team Wave Riders, who do the exact opposite.
Yeah, they want the chaos.
Exactly. The Wave Riders, they don't want a static foothold. They are momentum algorithms. So they are actively trying to surf the surging force of market volatility.
Wow.
And we have to remember, this log is a pure simulation. It's a strict observation of how these different ways of life, I guess you could call them.
Yeah, encoded as math.
Right, how they survive when you drop them into a completely abnormal environment.
And right now, both of these strategies are getting absolutely battered. Like, the season standings for today are just brutal.
Oh, they really are.
The mountain climbers are trailing the standard Nikkei 225 index by 1.6 points and the 2px by 0.4.
Yeah.
And the wave riders are doing even worse against those benchmarks. They're down 2.5 and 1.3 points, respectively. But wait, if an algorithm is losing to a basic passive index fund, isn't that just a failure in the code?
Well, not necessarily. You can't really look at this divergence as mere statistics or a simple loss.
Okay, why not?
Because the massive gap between these highly tuned algorithms and standard indices like the Nikkei, it indicates an abnormal market state. The underlying rules of the market have essentially fractured here.
So it's like a car's advanced suspension system suddenly finding itself driving on solid ice instead of asphalt.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
The old maps are useless because the physics have just completely changed.
Exactly. Traditional logic fails here. When both mean reversion and momentum algorithms decouple from the standard indices so dramatically, it means we're in a storm.
Right.
The usual gravity of the market just isn't applying right now.
So how do you even manage that kind of chaos? Let's look at the actual deployed forces on the ground.
Okay.
And just for context for our listeners, a unit in this log is basically a specific set of trading rules deployed onto a single stock for a 10-session lifespan.
Right.
We've got this stark contrast between the new talent, meaning the newly drafted units, and the active roster of veteran units already in the trenches.
And their reactions to the storm really highlight their differing philosophies. The mountain climbers didn't draft a single new unit into their 10-session roster today.
Zero.
They are freezing their positions, holding the line, and just waiting for a secure foothold to appear in the blizzard.
But the Wave Riders, they drafted 2 new units right into the teeth of the volatility.
Yeah, they did.
Which honestly feels kind of insane to me because I'm looking at their daily score. The Wave Riders took a massive hit of negative 25.4 points overall today.
It's a huge drop.
So let me push back here. How is that not just a catastrophic wipeout? Why are we even analyzing a strategy that bleeds 25 points in a single session?
Because of the adapters.
The adapters.
Yeah, the overall score is bleeding heavily, yes, but look at the granular level. Out of 26 active mountain climbers and 28 active wave riders, there are 12 units on both sides that are somehow holding positive points.
Oh, wow.
Right. In an absolute bloodbath where traditional strategies are being swallowed whole, these specific units are like lighthouses in the dark.
Okay, so they're finding something, some hidden current that we just can't see on the surface.
Precisely. And if you look at the exiting Wave Rider units...
The ones that just survived their full 10-session mandate.
Exactly. The units operating in the retail and electric appliances sectors miraculously finished with a final total of positive 8.0 points.
So what does this all mean? Are the Wave Riders basically taking massive wipeouts just to let a few star surfers ride the monster waves to the shore?
That is the reality of the momentum strategy in a chaotic market. You accept a high failure rate because those few lighthouses, those rare positive units, they capture the extreme upside of the anomaly.
Okay, that makes sense.
But if we connect this to the bigger picture, we have to remember the strict parameters of Team AI Lab's project.
Right.
This is strictly an algorithmic observation log. It's purely objective research. There are absolutely no buy or sell recommendations here, and certainly no promises of future profits.
Right, they aren't trying to sell us a trading bot or give financial advice, it's just observing the math.
Exactly. So when we look at the heavy carryover balances, the accumulated paper loss is sitting at negative 51.5 points for the climbers and negative 33.5 for the riders. We really cannot view those as defeats.
It's just the cost of mapping the unknown, isn't it?
Yes. It is cold, essential research data. They are letting the algorithms absorb the damage to measure the exact shape and severity of this market anomaly. It is, quite literally, data being gathered for the next victory.
It's an incredibly relentless, forward-looking research stance from Team AI Lab.
Absolutely.
They are capturing the exact moments where human logic shatters just to see how the math adapts. If you want to follow this ongoing experiment, and I really highly recommend you do, make sure to subscribe to this channel.
Definitely.
Also, click the Substack link in the video description and subscribe over there to access the much deeper analytical data they're pulling from these sessions.
It really is a masterclass in separating emotion from observation.
It truly is. Which leaves me thinking about this. If these algorithms can find hidden pockets of equilibrium in a market storm where human logic basically shatters, what other invisible patterns of survival are we completely missing in our own daily lives?